second.
So I'm here with Walrus and Nico. I walked into the store and I think this is really cool to highlight. Walrus is one of our connected home experts here with Best Buy and Vivint, and he has put together a training and a certification for every single Best Buy employee to go through. And that's what Nico is going through right now. Nico, how did you like the training, and what did this do for your knowledge level?
Very informative. I'm sold on it. I like the security settings on the Vivint. So I'm really positive and confident in trying to promote this now in my sales.
That's great. What did you know about Vivint before this?
I knew that it was integrating with doorbells and Philips Hue lights, as well as Amazon Echo. But now I know that there are wide arrays of other products that it works with. So
that's great. So this really helps you be more aware of what Vivint has to offer to actually hand to, right? That's awesome. Walrus, can you just explain why you do this and what this actually is and what this is doing for the reps in the store?
So originally, when we kind of started launching the program, we weren't having all that much success in terms of generating hand twos. And really what it kind of boiled down to is just a lack of awareness around like what Vivint was, what it was capable of doing. So I pulled together some training materials, a bit thick as you can see there, and kind of sit down with everyone one by one, go over the value proposition for why Vivint and Best Buy came together, what's in it for them as far as ISP is concerned, and why it's a good overall solution for customers who are looking into optimizing smart home.
That's fantastic. And every employee goes through this with you?
Yes, I am going through every single employee from leadership down. So it doesn't matter if you're a GM, doesn't matter if you're a regular old blue shirt selling on the floor, you've got time with me.
That is so neat. And then once they get certified, you follow up with them, make sure they've kept their commitments, because you have them sign. I think I saw. Yeah, so they sign, and what's the signature that they're committing to do a hand to?
So the signature is basically verifying if I need to follow up with them. It's like, hey, I've already trained you. Yes, I have. And then from down there, we're tracking on who's been giving us some hand twos. One in particular I would actually show off is for our Pacific sales team, who's actually I need to follow up on a little bit, but Mike that's over there in Pack Sales did about like 6 hand twos in one day on Black Friday of all days.
Oh man, that's so cool.
I definitely am going to be following back up on this sheet, getting everyone properly tracked, but it's definitely helped as far as getting people out here.
That is neat. So once they sign, they're more bought in, they do hand twos. Do they get recognized in any way? Because it sounds like you're tracking this on a weekly basis. An email goes to the GM and all the department leaders within Best Buy, so every leader knows where their employees stand. And then is there any other recognition above that? I guess the department heads kind of do that.
So that's something we're working on at this point. Right now we're trying to focus on hitting the goal consistently week to week. I do send out a recap email every week, goes out to our GM, to the store leaders, letting them know, like, here's what we have going so far, here's how many systems we sold out. If there are any especially large transactions that go out because of a hand to, those people get noted by name. Those I'm compiling over time. I am definitely doing something special for them.
And you're the one sending that email?
Yes.
That's incredible. That's awesome. Well, hey, here you guys heard it. That's a great practice. If you can just show us this part of what's actually in this training and what you do, and I think that does it.
So, kind of goes over the value proposition. Some of the material that is in here was from an older guide, so the information that's in there that does to be corrected, I correct during the training. But it goes into detail as far as, for example, the 24/7 monitoring service, goes into detail of how the camera service works, and then goes into detail for anything from warranty down to returns, cancellation, and then it goes into detail as far as the individual products, the app itself. So it's basically meant to be a comprehensive guide of just about everything Vivint offers.
Great. And how long does the whole training take usually?
Depending on how many questions that somebody has for me, usually someone who's fairly familiar with the system, like we have Josh Uka that works over mobile, already has the Vivint system. It maybe took me about 15 minutes with him because he was already very familiar with everything as is because he was already a Vivint customer. Longest I probably had was 45 minutes because the person that I had at the time was extremely inquisitive and wanted to know the ins and outs of like virtually everything we had on offer.
Then that's a good thing. Now he knows.
Yeah.
That's good. And I assume if they're not doing hand twos, there's a follow-up training with them too to continue that for accountability. That's great. I think another idea that could help is once you guys get this dialed in the break room, maybe you have like the hand two of the month, the king or queen of the month,
definitely a good
who did
idea,
the most hand twos, pitcher, and that's something people fight for once this is dialed in. So that's awesome, man. Can't say it enough. Nico, glad you went through it, and look forward to the results. So, Walrus, thank you. Appreciate it.
Been a pleasure.